We're living through the apocalypse. The news has told me that eventually we're all going to run out of food. Every single person on Earth has COVID-19. The fatality rate is like 77%. So I'm here to teach you guys how to cook a great meal, even if maybe you don't have quite the groceries that you've always had around your house. Let's dive into it. Quarantine cooking. Just a quick note to anyone out there. This is a survival tip that I've known for years. Key number one to when we're all gonna die and run out of food is just be fat. It's gonna help you survive longer. I've been doing it for a while. It's been going great for me. I never have to exercise. I can eat whatever I want. And when shit hits the fan and there's no food left, I'm gonna live longer than all you people out there that are worried about your diet, worried about getting on the treadmill, worried about what other people think. Just be fat. The most important thing you can do before we all run out of food, stock up on as much food as you can. I'm gonna give you an example of how we've stocked up on tons of food in our household. What the fuck? 3 hot dogs, 3 icy lights, and a Fanta. Here's the good thing about hot dogs. It doesn't really matter if you're a good cook or you suck. You can eat a hot dog raw. It doesn't matter. Hot dogs, you can do whatever you want with a hot dog. You can cook it, you can burn it, you can eat it raw. Great survival foods right here. What we're gonna do is we've got all this leftover food in the pan. We've got some home fries that we made this morning. Not gonna throw any food out. We've got an egg that we made this morning, and then we've got a pot sticker that we had for lunch. This is what's really important when you're trying to survive, is combining, getting creative. Just do things that you never even thought were possible. If you're extra worried about germs or virus or anything, you could just pour a little beer into your skillet. That helps create a nice sizzle. We're just gonna easily saute these things, all right? It's just like a scramble around. You know, we're gonna cut up that egg, we're gonna cut up that pot sticker. Don't worry if you hit other pans. No one's watching. We're all home alone. Don't be embarrassed. Just try it. Risk a little bit. Within the vicinity, the privacy of your own home, no worries. Now, some of you aren't quite the survivalist that I am. You might not be used to eating these strange foods mixed together. I've got a secret for you, and that secret is sauce. Everybody's got a bunch of these Tupperware containers, and in your assortment of Tupperware containers, you've got this. There is absolutely zero reason on the earth for a Tupperware container this small to ever exist, unless you need to make sauce during a quarantine. So let's make some room on the counter here for ourselves, and that way there's nothing in your way distracting you from your sauce concoction. I got this sauce off of Amazon. 2 words that are really hard to pronounce. Only fancy people can really eat this sauce because it's very hard to pronounce. I'm gonna teach you guys a secret recipe that's been in my family for generations. Now, along with the Chipotle Owly, we've got the Frank's Red Hot. This is a little bit more my speed to pronounce, just Frank. 1 part Chipotle Owly and 2 parts Frank. So let's see how it's done. Gonna just get a nice little dollop of that in there. That's about all you need. And with Frank's, just don't even deal with this stupid lid. You know, that little hole? You don't even want to deal with that. So just dump it in there. Find yourself a nice utensil to mix it with. I'm gonna choose the knife sharpener from my knife sheath. If you know anything about my knife sheath, I gave it high praise in the last video. And we're just gonna stir this up and mix it up here in our little, All right, our sauce is looking pretty good. Now it's time to put everything together, and this is gonna be an excellent quarantine meal. Time for us to put our entire creation together. I'm very excited. There's another step here, though, that's really quarantine specific that might be a nuance to some of you who aren't used to survival tactics like myself. We're going to make a sandwich here out of our ingredients, but we don't have bread. So the fact that we go to the grocery store and there's no bread just means that you're a bunch of fucking idiots out there who hoard bread, hoard eggs, and hoard milk. Do you understand that the shelf life of eggs, bread, and milk is a week and a half? Why would you buy that any differently no matter what the circumstances are? You can only eat so much bread in a week, and I'm forced to put my fucking quarantine meal on a taco shell. When a quarantine hits or a national emergency hits, you buy 7 gallons of milk It doesn't last any longer just because we're in a fucking quarantine, you dumbass. You want to start obviously with your main protein. That's our hot dog. It's cooked well. Gonna put it back into the center of whatever your sandwich is. Then what we want to do is douse it with our other ingredients. Give it a nice whippity-doo-dah. All those ingredients going on to my homemade apocalypse taco. Can't forget the sauce. Gonna douse that with some sauce. This is actually looking like a very appetizing meal, I'm not gonna lie. And the last step, folks, sit back and relax. We're all gonna run out of food. Us fat people, we're gonna live a little bit longer than you dumbass skinny people. But just relax. Just enjoy it, you know, enjoy the ride and have yourself a bite of a delicious apocalypse taco. I tell you what, I'm enjoying 2020.